We do not give special dispensation or privileges to delusional transvestites. You're going to abide by the same rules, whether you fantasize that you're a woman or not. Okay?
Don't care. Don't care.
I ask a question.
We're not here, look. Other than not referring to you by certain pronouns and stuff like that, we're not here to disrespect you. But you don't seem to care about respecting the rules that's over here.
Why would I respect you? I have no respect for you. You must be confusing me with someone who respects you or your opinion.
Well, you know, the Bible makes it very clear. God
don't care what the Bible says.
Okay, you're over talking me, Cliff. Okay?
That's right, because I don't care what your Bible says.
Transvestites do not have special privileges in this room. I don't want to have to serve you. I will treat you like everybody else in terms of the room, you know, protocol. Now,
yes, I'll treat you like a cunt as well. There you go.
Now listen, please stop over talking me. Now, the Bible's very clear that the preaching of the cross, the preaching of the Christian worldview and its implications is foolishness to them that are perishing. It's no wonder that you consider the presentation of the Christian worldview and its implications for your delusion as imagining that you're a woman when you're not is utterly foolishness to you.
That you talked about me for hours.
Well, you're not
responding,
really.
It wasn't that we were talking about you. We were laughing at the utter delusion.
Yeah, and I'm laughing that you were talking about it and laughing about it for hours.
It's not your usual atheist server. We have protocol here. Please stop.
I don't give a shit.
Okay, good. Then I'm going to have to server meet you while I'm talking. Okay. You don't care about God as creator. You don't care about God's design and purpose for your life. And you don't care about the protocol in somebody else's room. All you care about is what Cliff wants to fetish about and fantasize about. Okay? And then you want to pretend like you're proclaiming your fetish and your delusion is something that should be respected. Cliff, since you have a delusion that you're a lady,
don't give a shit.
Under that delusion, you're not acting ladylike.
Don't give a shit.
Okay, good. Now,
I don't give a shit.
Okay, now please stop over talking me. All right.
Well, I was talking. You'd overtalked me.
Now, you know, females tend to be.
You're a fucking hypocrite.
Females tend to be more demure, okay, than males. And so, under your delusion, your behavior doesn't comport with femininity.
I'm going to leave now. I'm going to leave now, but I just wanted you to know.
Free to leave. Don't let your dress be caught on the door.
That's the most thing you got about you is you're all.
Yeah. So you know when you say it's true, I'd like to know. It's a very simple question. Since you don't share the Christian worldview, when you say something's true, when you make knowledge claims and propositional utterances, I would believe that you accept them and you would suggest that they are true, right?
Well, I believe them to be true from my own perspective, but either way...
Can you tell me what truth is?
What corresponds to reality? You'd have to demonstrate your God exists for it to say it's reality.
Was that did you just give your definition of truth?
Well, generally, yeah.
Okay, so is truth...
But we've had this discussion before. I'm not interested in having this discussion. I just thought I'd come and tell you that I was laughing at you. I was laughing at you laughing at me, and that's it. I'm done. Okay.
Yeah, and if you had
enjoy your little
YouTube in a doggy outfit, we would have been laughing just as much.
Yeah, great. Enjoy your bigotry. I mean, you know,
okay. Well, you know what? You see, the problem. By the way, Cliff, I have priority talk on right now, which means my volume is raised and everyone's volume is lowered. Okay. So because you've chosen not to be ladylike in your delusional state, have to go to priority talk. So you can talk right now, but you can't be heard. Okay. Your volume is lowered to maybe 2%, so people can barely hear you.
Well, don't worry about it, because everybody else might not have been able to hear me, but they could all hear me because I'm recording this and I'm going to put it on YouTube. So I can.
That's fine. I'd like to ask you. Okay, now I have priority talk again, right? Now, you stated that certain things were true several times. You accused us of bigotry, which is, I think, is something else that's a knee slapper and funny.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want me to discuss something that I'm not bothered about discussing?
Well, since you did a video about coming out that you identify as a woman, even though you're born a biological male, so in some sense and in some way, you must be putting forth what you consider to be the truth.
Well, you were biologically born an asshole.
Okay, so you can't answer that question.
No, I'm just not. I've already answered the question, and again,
No,
I only came. Yeah, I did. I said it corresponds with what with reality. But, you know,
and how? By what means? Okay, very fair, very simple and fair question. By what means do you ascertain what the nature of reality is?
Exactly the same way as you do. You just assert other stuff. But anyway, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna
Okay,
go
so in other words, what you're claiming, since you accuse our position, is that we merely assert things, and therefore we don't know if it necessarily corresponds to reality. Then you have now conceded that your truth claims are just assertions devoid of verification. Is that your position?
Well, as I said, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm going to go now because
you said your means of determining what the nature of reality is the same way that we do, which is simply by just a naked assertion without verification. That was what you were suggesting. Now, is your way of determining that something, or excuse me, I should say, is your means of ascertaining what the nature of reality is it in virtue of just simply and only assertions without verification, Cliff?
Okay. As I said before, I was here to laugh at you about laughing at me, so that's my job done. I'm happy now. So yeah, enjoy your day, guys. I'm going to get going.
Yeah, so you don't have an answer to your claims, do you? You want to proclaim that you're dispensing truth and you're coming out, okay, as though this is something to be admired or respected, and yet you don't have the testicular fortitude to tell us what truth is. You can't tell us how you know the nature of reality is. You want to say, oh, well, that's the same way you do. Well, if you're actually sincere in that response, that you determine the nature of reality simply and only by spewing assertions, then what you have just admitted is that you don't have a basis for determining what the nature of reality is, right?
This is the one position that these coward atheists can't defend.
Yeah, he's running away. He can't defend it. You see, this is why. You see, I didn't forget it. You know, when atheists such as yourself, Cliff, say monumentally stupid things like truth is flexible, you just give me enormous fuel for the fire. Okay?
Just make sure while you're recording.
But you're lying, though, aren't you? You're lying because that's not what I said.
Real quick, just make sure while you're recording this, you keep everything in context and you don't change up anything. Just like you think you could change up your gender, at least don't change up the recording. Don't make this recording trans. Got it?
I don't know. We know what that means. No idea what that means at all.
Okay, so Cliff, when you make truth claims and knowledge claims, is it only in virtue that you just assert it and nothing more?
Oh dear me, you guys are making me chuckle. You really, really are.
Well, I think that's a fair question. That you spent a whole long video in drag proclaiming that you were coming out and that you were truth dispensing. Is your truth dispensing just simply empty assertions with no verification to it, Cliff?
Well, now you're lying because I didn't say I was truth dispensing in that video at all. I just said how I'm.
So were you false dispensing in that video, Cliff?
I was saying how I feel about something. That's it.
Okay. So were you uttering what was true as to your mental state?
It's true for me, but as I've said before, you lied about the context.
It's true for you. So again, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. You said truth is that which corresponds to reality. So do your mental states about who and what you are correspond to reality?
Well, now you're pulling a equivocation fallacy, aren't you?
No, you're not. No,
What did I equivocate on? You know, speaking of equivocating, here you're a guy, you're a biological male, and you're dressing up in drag in little girl's dress and a real bad makeup job. I call that equivocation.
It's an adult dress, you idiot.
Really? I saw the pictures that you posted for everybody to admire.
Yes,
okay,
I'm sure you were
the size may have fit your manly body, but they certainly were the kinds of dresses that little spunky little 8-year-old girls would.
By the way, you should know that there was an atheist woman in here saying that your dresses were that of a little girl.
I can't see how since they fitted me.
All right, I'll be right back. I got to take a phone call.
The fact that they fit me is demonstrable that they aren't for children.
Well, it's not about the fact that they fit you. It's about the fact that their fashion patterns are the things that type of or the type of things that little girls would wear, not women.
No, they're not.
They fit you is beside the point.
No, they're not.
Hey, Laura or whatever. I'm only getting up to speed on this. I'm not a Christian myself either, but
Okay.
Let's get your opinion because I guess you're trans or whatnot, and I guess you, because you see yourself as a female, you dress in a feminine manner, right, or whatever. But what my question is what is your opinion on like these like younger kids, quote unquote, drag kids and whatnot, stuff like that?
Well, I knew when I was a kid that I was, I had a feminine part of myself.
Well, do you see these kids like going to like homosexual bars and whatnot as like acceptable behavior?
Or what kids go to homosexual bars?
Yeah,
if they're kids, they're not allowed in homosexual bars. They're not allowed in bars.
Desmond did. He was in a gay bar and they were throwing dollar bills at him.
And not only that, but there's a picture of him standing next to a naked grown man. A naked grown man.
Yeah, that's in the United States, not the UK or other Commonwealth.
This is the kind of stuff that sodomy and drag.
Well, there's no sodomy going on here because I'm asexual. I've never had sex before, so there you go.
Well, you're a virgin then, or you're a celibate.
I am.
You could just not be attracted to anyone. I mean, I'm celibate as well, voluntarily. But
yeah, let me send a great picture here for.
I definitely think celibacy is definitely an admirable characteristic.
But let me ask you this: do you think it's acceptable for young boys in drag to take pictures with naked dudes?